Butterflies fill my spine, I feel myself getting hot again. Nerves rushing through my brain, yeah, they can't hear fire from the trees. You're standing by his side, red drops burning down your face. You're real close now, baby. Holy fuck, I feel it with you. I lose self-control. Now I found that you're not one to hear me now. You got me on my knees begging for your lady. And like a fool to stand around and let you blame me. And I'm riding in the sky to the heavens like an
Hi, my name is Leo Connors, and welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. This episode I'm so excited for. It's all about the Gathering convention that we all go to. My guests tonight are Dave Fournier, Arthur Strout, and Damon Farrar. Guys, thanks for being here. And let's talk about the Gathering. We'll start off with the fan questions. First one from Billy Enox, a fellow Gathering attender. Who is your dream guest for the Gathering 7? Who is actually attainable? Like, you know, I would imagine no WWE guys or anything. You
I'm
know?
thinking, what about like Mr. Kennedy?
That'd be a good one. That would be a good one.
Kennedy. I don't know.
No, that is a good one.
Kinda what
I
I'm
say
thinking.
Perry Saturn. I like Perry Saturn.
I like that. You know, a name that came up when Marty was asking suggestions, Hillbilly Jim. I think that would be a really fun guest.
Good one, too.
Oh, yeah. He was there.
Was he there before?
Was he there?
I think the second one, yeah, because I got a picture with him.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
have no memory
Unless
of
it
him
was
being
somewhere else.
Some
And
other
I don't go to
hillbilly.
other conventions.
It was cousin Luke.
Yeah, some other hillbilly. What about you, Arthur?
I don't know. I'd like to see the Boogeyman. I know he was there before.
Oh, Marty, right. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Boogeyman. Yeah, that'd be, what a great picture that would be, for sure. All right. Thanks, Billy. Kev Schiller, the guest you have never met that you would like to attend next year's Gathering 7. The guest you'd never met.
Are we talking someone attainable here, or are we talking?
No,
anyone?
I guess anything, because he didn't say attainable.
I mean, the one guy that I know who will never do it, but I would love to see there is Jim Cornette. Like,
He did the first one.
He was there the first year.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
About you?
Probably John Cena.
That could be attainable in a couple of years.
Yeah?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you like?
Well, I kind of felt bad a couple of years back when Iceman King Parsons backed out.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind seeing him come. I wouldn't mind meeting him.
Yeah, definitely. I was looking forward to meeting him too, because I was a big world-class man.
Yeah.
Huge. All right, thanks, Kev. All right, Red Sox, Jared Duran. Who is your favorite guest you've met at the Gathering? That you've met? Who's your favorite guest?
Mine's Hollywood John Tatum. Yeah.
You talk about him a
Definitely
lot.
Hollywood
Yeah,
John Tatum.
that's awesome.
I gotta say John Nord, the Berserker.
Yeah, nice. He was there again this year?
Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah.
for me, it would be Tiger Chung Lee.
Tiger, remember that?
Tiger
That was my
Chung.
first year there.
Dave and Tiger Chung Lee became fast friends.
Yeah, they were like this.
Yep, it was incredible.
Inseparable.
Oh, yeah. I have to say Terry Reynolds because I have pictures of her kind of hanging on me. So I ain't got, there's
Always
nothing
nice.
wrong with that, guys, right?
Yep.
That at all.
All right. Thanks, Jared Duran. Next question is from Jerry Lane, a guy that's dear to all our hearts.
Absolutely. I would love to see him
Me too.
somehow find a way to come down with us.
Yeah, no doubt. I would love that
it's
too.
It's right up his alley.
Oh, absolutely. 100% it is.
He'd be in heaven.
Yeah. Describe a typical day at the gathering. Have you all developed the same routine each year you have attended? I'm going to say I kind of do. I mean, I do the same things every morning. Get up, go get a coffee or breakfast.
Yeah. I get up, I go down and have breakfast. Then I browse around on
In the
the
vendor
floor
room?
for the vendor room for a bit and if I have if I have any tickets that I'm getting a pet photo op with,
Yep.
got to be there in the photo room for that time, and just go around see what collected little things I can buy,
Nice.
and then we get the
Yep.
the super ticket is usually like 12 to 2
Yeah.
or whatever, so you get in line for that. And
Yep.
Being VIP number 9, I get from what I'm hearing, I'm gonna move
might
up
go
like 3
down.
spots.
Are you really?
Yeah,
That's
You might
awesome.
not.
so I'm gonna move up to like number 6.
Wow, Dave, you're going to be in top 5 before you know it.
We'll see.
That's pretty cool.
So-
All right, well, we'll go with, no, go ahead. You next, because we're breaking up, and then I have to go.
For me, pretty much the joke always is with Tommy at the ticket desk and downstairs is I'm the last one to go up from the bar at 2 in the morning, and I'm the first one at his desk at 8 in the morning to grab the schedule. So that's usually my routine, and then I'm usually in the photo room, and then trying to make my way back and
Right.
forth with autographs and so forth.
Dave does a lot of pitches, so there's a lot of times he's like in the picture room for the day.
Spend a lot of
So get up in the morning, go downstairs, get the schedule, or
Yeah.
wait for the schedule. Although it's been better this year than last year. Last year you had to like wait for the schedule. Get the schedule, see when the first photo op is that I have. Then go to Dunkin' Donuts to get something to eat. Come back, just make sure I have time to do it.
Cheaper that way, too.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, don't get me wrong, the breakfast is great in the hotel, just a little more pricey.
Every year when I go, it seems I'm always sitting at the table. The table usually right next to me is Ricky Morton.
That's wild.
Ricky Morton, right next to
Nice.
same spot too as
Yeah.
this year as last year too.
Kerry Morton's another one of Dave's buddies.
Yep.
Dave makes a lot of friends down at the
I actually
gathering.
made some friends with Ricky Morton's wife this year too.
Oh, Ricky or Kerry's?
Ricky Morton's
Oh,
wife.
all right. Weren't you talking to Kerry's girlfriend too?
Of course, yeah.
Wow. All right. Dave Steinmetz. Steinmetz. All right. What is your favorite part of the gathering? Meeting the super ticket guests, meeting vendor guests, attending Q&As, matches, barbecue, banquet, etc.
It's all of it. I mean, every bit has just things I love.
Right.
Depends on the Q&A. Sometimes they always have pretty good Q&As. Some great Q&As. Banquet dinner's always nice. The barbecue's great. People you meet on the floor, on the vendor vendor room's great.
Well, you've been going for 6 years, so you pretty much know almost any of the regular vendors, and they're regular vendors, Awesome. How about you?
I like the Q&As.
Yeah.
Because you get to hear insight to things that you didn't know.
Right.
About different organizations, different people.
Yep.
What went on backstage. The kind of information you don't get unless you're a backstage person.
Yeah, or watching a shoot interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree. That's like my favorite too. Like really is. And I love all the other things too. Though.
Yeah, I
But
do.
when you
So
get
much is
food,
the Q&As.
never bad to get food.
Yeah.
So
For me, obviously all of it, the photo ops, obviously a big part of it. But for me, it's seeing all the people. The friends that are basically family now
Right.
every year.
Right.
Just getting there,
It is a
socializing
big
with everybody.
family reunion.
It's
You're right.
yeah, it's really
Yeah.
like that's what I look forward to. We always joke, and but it would be facts. Is if they brought no wrestles in, most of us would still go just to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
I agree. And that's a good lead-in because our family member Barry Kramer
Nice.
says, "Who are your favorite guests that you've met at the gathering?" But this time, and why? Okay, same kind of question that Jared Durant did, but why? Why is these guests, So why don't you start off?
So for me, like I said, Tiger Chung Lee, just because he was such a rare
Right.
guest, and then going to this year's to keep it kind of more thing. This is just being able to see, the guys from Japan, that we never get to see was, kind of quite an amazing.
Muda.
With great
That
Muda,
was crazy.
in Fujinami, it was, just meeting those rare guys. I think that's for me what makes the gathering so special is there's always these people that you don't normally meet. But also on the other hand, there's also guys like Ken Resnick and Bill Apter and John Nord that remember you by name most
Right.
of the time. Seeing them every year too is a big
that
part
is
of it.
that is very
Ken and
cool.
Resnick, we've all become friends.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. How about you, Alva?
I got to go back to John Nord just because
Yeah.
he's a funny guy.
Yeah,
Like
he
to
is.
sit there at a
He
table
is.
with him and kind of talk to him as a person.
Yeah.
And just kind of, hear the things that he's got going on in life. And, it's just interesting just to sit there and listen to all the guests.
Right.
When you're sitting with them and they got something, that they're telling you that you wouldn't otherwise know
Right.
what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, he's such a nice guy too, like easy going. He just as much wants to talk to you as you do him.
Absolutely. Mine always Hollywood John Tatum.
That's amazing.
You know, like that first year when I met him, we sat at the same table, and after the banquet, he came up to my room and we were drinking Kentucky bourbon ale, talking about old times and
Wow.
world class championship wrestling.
That's
and
it.
just shooting the breeze, talking and drinking. It was great. And then obviously there's Brutus Beefcake's been
Yeah.
one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite people met. And
He was
Million Dollar
really
Man.
nice.
Yeah, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, another
okay.
one. Great, real fun to meet. But yeah, Hollywood John Tatum. And when he came back last year,
Yeah.
in 5 years, he saw me and just gave me a big hug.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
he remembered
really
me from
cool.
the first year.
Yeah, that is very cool when a wrestler knows,
Yeah.
like, remembers you.
Before you move on, Leo,
Yeah.
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Based on kind of similar to that,
course.
who was everybody's favorite vendor at the event? That's
George
their-
South.
Okay.
I was and
George
or,
South.
no, I also like what's the girl's name?
Ruby Ringside.
Ruby Ringside.
I would
Yeah,
say those-
I like her a lot too. I
Her
like that
and
table
her
and
whole
her
family.
dad. Yeah, they're great.
Premier Signatures.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yep,
Premier
another one.
Sig-
You know,
just
they're-
sorry guys that
they're
I
bringing their
just
ton.
jumped at George South, but
But yeah, George South, I agree. Those grab bags, like every Sunday morning, we're making it a tradition to go
yeah,
see George South.
absolutely.
And, I mean, those grab bags are just
Yeah.
awesome.
And he's so friendly.
Yeah.
And he gives you a Bible.
Great. Yeah.
Gives you a Bible. You know what I mean? Do with it as you please.
Yep.
But at least he's trying.
Yeah.
But he is a super guy.
yeah.
Me and Damon did decide from now on, man,
Yeah,
on
Sunday
Sundays, we're going down to
We'll
see
see
George
George
before
South,
we
yeah.
leave the gathering for sure. And give him some money.
Yep. I don't care. Drop 50
What about
bucks. on it.
Yep.
you, Arthur?
Probably Premier Signatures.
Yeah.
I did the super ticket this year,
Nice.
Me too.
which was pretty
Yeah.
nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, Kevin's a good guy.
And we
Yeah.
definitely don't
Doing
wanna leave-
good things during the school year, too, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bring his stuff down. I drive it down for him.
Yeah.
And definitely, we don't mean to leave anybody out that might be seeing this. They're all great. Just,
Yeah, they are.
There are some that stand out more than others.
Right. Well, that's another lead in to this because I'm just wondering if Lucky Pro Wrestling will be back next year. Lucky 13 Promotions. I think that's what they go under, right?
God, I'm hoping so.
So Jim confirmed with me on Saturday night at his event that he will be there.
Beautiful. Okay, so Chris Sullivan has a couple questions. What can the gathering improve on?
For me, I just wish they could find, and I know with the way the guests, especially now bringing them in on different days, if they could just find a way to not have those photo ops conflict with the super ticket, it would make life 100 times easier. I know one year Marty was going to try it, but he just couldn't work it out.
Right.
It's one of those things, it's easier said than done, I know. It's hard, but yeah, I agree with you on that.
Okay.
Because I actually missed out on the Hollywood photo op with her.
Okay.
Because I was
Oh,
in
that's right.
the super ticket one.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave me my money back. and
Right.
everything, But
Because they moved the day.
That was
yeah,
also,
Yeah, they
switched
moved the day, yeah.
And they didn't announce it, right?
Right.
It was, well, they announced it, but I didn't hear it because I was in the
Oh, yeah,
that's
you were
the,
busy.
super ticket.
That's the
room.
killer. We've been in the photo room and you have to be in the super
Right.
ticket guest room.
Right.
And it's like
it's
just-
hard, yeah. No doubt.
You know,
They
especially-
gladly give you money back.
Oh, yeah, of course
I
they
don't
do.
want
Yeah.
my money back. I want.
No, you want
Right, you want the
picture,
picture.
right?
Yeah, I'd
right.
rather
No
have-
doubt. She's hot too. Trust me. I sat right
beautiful,
next
yeah.
to her.
I
right.
talk to her a lot. But
All right. How would you, the fans, want to see the lineup set up as? So I don't understand this completely, but let's figure it out. How would you, the fans, want to see the lineup set up as?
The lineup as to the events.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking out of it.
Not the guest, right? The events.
Right. Yeah, the events. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I think you had said, like, or somebody said, the matches last. You know what I mean? Like, so like Sunday afternoon, I guess it would have to be, right? I'm just saying if you were going to do that.
oh,
I think
might-
eliminating that super
I
ticket on
like the
Sunday,
lineup as is.
yeah.
I think trying to get that, now that the super ticket's starting a day earlier, go back to having the 2 additional in there. And then Sunday, you don't have a super ticket stage. I think that would definitely.
So what are you doing?
That
Sundays?
would work nice. That would be good.
What are you doing Sundays? Have the matches?
No, just
Not even.
No,
be
just go to
done,
the vendor
kinda just,
room and hang out
Or not
with
even. Maybe
people
just
and leave.
maybe it wraps
Yeah,
up
there's
after the
nobody there.
matches.
Right.
And I think that was the second part of Chris's question. Actually.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then he asks, when it comes to t-shirts, t-shirt logos, only or photos of the talent.
Well, I think Arthur was talking about the T-shirt logo. I know this. you didn't like with the wrestlers.
Yeah,
like on
I don't
Damon's
like
shirt.
the
This
ones
one?
with the people on it just because one, they tend to peel.
Right.
Two, you tend to get people on the shirt that are not going to be there.
Yeah.
That get pulled away for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I know there's one year Booker T was supposed to be there, but
Right.
he got pulled away because he's under the WWE Legends contract.
Yeah.
And he had to do something with WWE, so he couldn't be there.
It's
So-
nice though. I do like all the wrestlers, but you're right.
I do.
though.
For
It
the
does.
The
It
last,
does.
The last 2 years, I've been asking Marty to bring back the logo. And I don't know if I should say it or not, but he did confirm to me
Whoa.
on
You heard it here first.
a couple weeks ago that he was going to go back to the logo for the 7.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Very
I remember
cool.
It was just the first gathering I went to, Gathering 3. It was just the logo.
Yeah, and I like that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Chris, last one. Should there be a signing on Sunday or should the last main activity be the Saturday Night Wrestling show? That's where it came from. So, I mean, I like Dave's idea of adding people to the super tickets so you don't have to go through any lines on Sunday. I do like that idea a lot.
Especially with it starting a day earlier. Like, that's what I was hoping when he announced the day earlier, but then he decided to just put less in the room, figuring it moves the traffic a little quicker.
Yeah.
But I think cutting out that, I know Sunday's the least attended day anyway.
Yeah.
If he wrapped it up, I mean, yeah, you can still be there on Sunday, but it's not, that way it's not so much of a,
Oh, guys, don't get me wrong. I think the event's perfect.
Right.
But people are asking the questions. You know what I mean? And that, to me, I agree with you on that. That way you wouldn't have to be in lines on Sunday. That's
But
all.
Sunday, when you go in the vendor room, it's like a ghost town.
It
There's
is.
nobody there.
That is true. That is true.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe have a couple Q&As on Sunday or something.
In the morning or
Keep people
something. Yeah,
there on
yeah.
Sundays.
How about breakfast with Blassie? Oh, he's dead. No, but you know what I mean? That wouldn't be a bad breakfast with,
whoever, yeah.
charge a little more on the super ticket. I'm just saying a little bit more, cover the food. So, but yeah. All right, guys.
Well, you have to have somebody that begins with a B. See, like this would
Yeah,
be
that's-
breakfast with beefcake, or
There you go.
breakfast with.
Perfect.
What do you have next year? Somebody with a B.
That's you, Brutus.
Breakfast with Boogeyman. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Be perfect.
As long as Brutus don't bring his wife, like he did for the convention, which was smart on his part. Sorry there. What's her name? Missy? All right, guys, listen, I got the lineup of the events and things like that, all right? So Thursday, the super ticket lineup was Bill Apter, Tully Blanchard, Nikita Koloff, Mass Superstar, Crusher Khrushchev, and in J.J. Dillon's place, Tommy Rich. What do you think, guys? Any interactions you had? I know it's just,
We ended up getting an extra couple autographs from Tully Blanchard.
Nice.
So I got, because he had a couple extra things I needed
Yeah.
him to sign.
Very cool. Anybody else?
And it's good that Tommy Rich is always there to pinch
Yeah.
hit.
He's
You know what I mean?
so nice,
like,
man.
He's just a phone call away.
Yeah.
He steps in and takes a spot of
Yep.
any person on the super ticket at
Yeah.
a moment's notice.
Yeah. And always happy to be there.
Yeah.
I wish I
he
could
must
do his.
live there.
Oh, he has to. Yeah. He's probably not that far, anyways. You know what I mean? Probably, maybe even if it's under $200 flight.
And he's
But
such a-
he drove with his
a
wife
great
a
guy.
couple years ago. Yeah, he is a great guy.
You know what I kind of liked you're talking about, like Mass Superstar was on the
Yeah.
ticket. It was great that he appeared as Mass Superstar. And then the next day for a vendor, he
Yeah.
was in Demolition. So you
Yep.
had a chance to
To do both.
Yeah. Same with Crusher Khrushchev.
Yep.
He didn't come out as one of the Mongols, though.
No. That's too
Super-
bad, man.
Super machine.
That's the first time I ever saw him, man. They ended up, IWA was on TV, and I got it in Lowell, Mass. And I'll never forget it. Life changing for me though, because I was a magazine kid. So most of the wrestlers that were on the show, most people wouldn't know who they are, but I knew who almost everyone was. So all right, what about you, Dave? Any of the names? Apter, Blanchard, Koloff?
I mean, Bill's always a great guy to see. Just funny guy.
Yeah.
Had a great photo up with him where we did a Jerry Lewis imitation of the photo. And just such a fun, just an overall super nice guy. I mean, reading his magazine. I know he doesn't like us to say they're his magazines. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're Stanley Weston.
No, they're the Apter mag,
But-
so I don't care what anybody says.
He
That's
was-
what
he was
they
the-
really
he was
are.
the face.
man.
He was the one that did all the TV appearances.
He did everything.
He was the face of the magazine, no matter how much he wants to say
Yeah.
they weren't his magazines.
Oh, I can tell you, he probably did most of the work too. I wouldn't doubt
yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Are there anybody you want to bring up? Like,
Bill Apter was, we get a conversation going
nice.
all the time when we do the super ticket signings.
That's awesome. Yeah, I had a little interaction with Mass Superstar. Just very cool. Telling him I remembered the Eddie Gilbert angle and stuff like that, and remembering him as first time I saw him was as the Mongol, one of the Mongols. All right, guys, also in the vendor room Thursday, there was Magnum TA, Baby Doll, JBL, Hernandez. I almost called him Henderson. Barbara Goodish, Karen McDaniel, Action Mike Jackson, Arn Anderson, Brock Anderson, Andrew Anderson, except for not related to the first two. George South, Sam Houston, Manny Fernandez, and Barry Windham was doing pro photo ops. Guys, any of these guys?
Yeah, well, I get extra autographs from all them because that poster I bought, the
Yep.
Four Horsemen poster. I get the Arn Anderson and the
Nice.
an extra Barry Windham post signature.
Did you ask anything from Brock? Brock?
Well, I did a combo with him a couple years ago when he was down.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, because, there he is with his dad, and his dad's making all the money.
Yeah.
But
You know what I mean? And he's there not signing nothing, but his dad signing away. And that's no knock on Brock.
Right.
Because he's a hell of a talent.
I like
He's
Brock.
bigger
I like
than
him
his
too.
dad, too.
Yeah, he's tall, a little taller.
Yeah. What do you think? You like Brock?
I do. I think the one thing that was kind of like getting me was people were complaining about the prices that Brock was asking for his dad, and I'm like, it's the day and age now. Prices have gone
No,
up.
yeah,
you know.
Abs-
Well, Bronx
I agree.
was very inexpensive. He was what,
Yeah.
20?
Yeah, it wasn't like he
and
was
then
charging a lot for
$30
him,
combo.
but
Right.
you know,
But
people were
Arn
trying to.
was
Yeah, he
a
was
little up
because
there,
he was basing
70.
it on what you
Combo
got
was
signed.
80.
So if you got a picture, he'd charge. But if you got a belt, some sign, he would charge you a little more. But I'm sure in his mind, he's thinking, what are these people going to do with these items after the fact? And
No, that's true, too. People selling them and stuff. That's what they have to think like that, though, sometimes.
And who is he? He's one of the Four Horsemen. So
Yeah.
it's
Right.
like, you're not going to get that cheap.
Yeah. And Arn, he was charged, I think, I thought it was like 60 for like a single autograph.
Okay.
So you might as well get the combo for,
Right.
for 80.
Exactly.
For $20 more at that point. But plus, I needed that post to sign. I think he knew that too, so he might have jacked up the price.
Right.
He looked at it, he goes, that guy's got sucker written all over him. This is me.
I went in the smaller vendor room and went over to the females. Barbara Goodish and Karen McDaniel asked him for a picture. And it was pretty funny because Karen goes, with us? I'm like, yes. I said, you both married. You were married to legends. They're both dead, though.
Yeah.
I actually.
Which was true. But just the bluntness of it, she made it lighthearted, I guess. You know what I mean? But so I took the picture with them, and she had said, "How much do I charge?" I'm like, I can't make up your price. And she's like, $20. I'm like, yeah, because I would have paid 40.
Yeah, she had a t-shirt
I really would've.
that I bought for McDaniel, and she was like, "Well, what do you think I should be charging for this?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Come on, charge what everybody else is going to charge. You got to make some money.
Yeah.
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
Make some money. Don't
Yeah, they were sweethearts.
Yeah,
though.
they're
very,
there
very
every
nice.
year.
Yeah, and you're right.
very
They're
nice.
there every year too. You know how surprised was it there for the first time for me was the Glamour Girls weren't there this year.
Yeah, they weren't there. Missy Hyatt, too.
Oh yeah, that's
was the
right.
first year Missy Hyatt wasn't there.
I think was it WrestleCade going on or something. I think there might have been another convention going on somewhere. That's what I'm pretty sure I heard that.
But I felt kind of bad for people in that room because a lot of people didn't know about it.
Right.
You know,
the smaller room.
Yeah, they
yes.
had to come up with bigger signs the next day and
Yeah.
stuff because, Raven was in there
Right.
and
Yep.
Medusa,
Yeah,
And
for
I
sure.
also feel like
one-man gang.
and I don't know about you, Arthur, but having that second room, I feel like it was too many vendors, and people can only, they only have so much dollar they can spend at the end of the day, and I felt like now you're giving them all the extra choice, and after people in that main room, they don't, like you said, they don't find out till that other room's there till afterwards, and
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, on that, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? Like, seriously.
I didn't even know they had a second vendor's room to try to go in there and do the
No, like, yeah,
the Ric Flair
he's right.
experience.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, that's right. The Rick. Now, how was that? That you took that experience.
That was awesome. That
Yeah.
was just being able to put on the robe.
Right.
Even though it was a little tight, but just putting it on, knowing
Yeah.
that he wore that.
Yeah.
And heavy as it felt. And the guy who owned the robe, he was telling us a story about how WWE tried to buy it from him and how he didn't sell it to them. He gave me a bottle of hot sauce that had like the robe on the front of it.
Oh wow.
He gave a couple of little extra stuff. He took extra pictures
Yeah.
with the belt and the robe. That wasn't part of the package that I bought.
That's
But he took some
cool.
extra pictures. But just putting it on alone, it's like how many people could say they wore Ric Flair's robe.
Yeah. No doubt. I agree.
know-
There was a lot of pictures that took pictures with it and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I took a picture with it.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. And that was pricey even for that. Because that was pricey too.
But the guy's got to make money.
No, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm
I
just
know some
making the
people look at it.
comment.
For
You
me,
know?
when I just go, I'm like, I'm going to spend money, so I'm going to spend money.
I thought to myself, if I'm going to go there for it,
Right.
and I'm going to take a picture with it,
Might
I'm
as
gonna
well.
wear it.
Well, no, I hear you. Absolutely.
wear it.
I
I
hear
just
you.
knew it wouldn't fit me, so I didn't even bother. I'm like, nah.
That's wild, man. But I also took a regular picture in the vendor's room that Thursday with Manny Fernandez.
One of my
Those are
favorite,
bold.
one of my favorite people.
Yeah. Manny?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's an awesome
Yeah,
guy,
I
man.
love
He
that
was so cool. Talked to him for like 5 minutes. Just,
guy.
you know, he was easy to talk to. I told him we had a mutual friend in Homicide. He said, oh, I love that kid. And Homicide hasn't been a little kid in a long time.
Him and Ravishing Rick Rude was such an underrated tag team.
Yeah,
back in
Mid-Atlantic.
the
Yeah,
80s.
NWA champs,
Yeah,
man.
wow.
They were
They
badass.
were great.
Yeah, they were.
I think Manny in general is, way
The
underrated.
flying burrito, which is what Tito's move should have been called too.
Right.
And then that Jesse called it the
Jesse-
flying burrito. But Manny Fernandez called his the flying burrito.
Yeah, I got my picture taken with Manny and Jimmy Valiant together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
I did that.
awesome. And just Jimmy Valiant was also doing photos as Charlie Brown,
Charlie Brown.
from downtown. That wasn't Jimmy Valiant, man. That wasn't him. Wasn't handsome Jimmy. Yeah, right.
I think he let the secret out at the gathering this year.
It's hilarious, though. Isn't it hilarious how, like, the wrestler was so obvious?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so great. All right. So Friday in the super ticket lineup was Barry Windham, Ronnie Garvin, Glacier. I think the days might have got some of these guys weren't on Friday. I think they were different days, but whatever. Ranger Ross, Scott McGee, Great Sasuke. So Barry Windham, Ronnie Garvin, Glacier, Ranger Ross, Scott McGee, Great Sasuke.
Great Scottscape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, the Japan wrestlers just are amazing that they come to the show. And it was just wonderful meeting them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for me, that day, definitely Great Sasuke was, just again, another rare guest. Just think about it. You had Great Sasuke, you had Great Muda, and you had Fujinami all on the same weekend
Yeah.
at
Yep.
the same event.
I did photo-ups with all three of them.
That's it.
And Ronnie Garvin. I did a photo-op with Ronnie Garvin
Yeah.
that day, too.
That's cool. I'm going to bring up on this was Ronnie Garvin because I had magazines, and one of them was like a late 60s magazine. He was like, whoa. He goes, wow, I was young back then. But a nice guy. Like, super nice.
And unlike Roman Reigns, Ronnie Garvin doesn't have to run and jump to do the Super Bowl.
That is true.
Roman
yeah.
Reigns has to run and jump and do it. Ronnie Garvin just knocks you out.
Yep. Hands of stone, baby. And the stomp, Garvin stomp.
Yep.
I love how that Randy Orton, and they call it the Garvin stomp. It's
stomp,
pretty
yeah.
wild, man. Anybody else?
You know who I missed this year, too, was Bobby Fulton. He hadn't been a couple
Yeah.
years. Now, Ronnie Garvin, get back to Ronnie Garvin. 2 years ago at breakfast,
Yeah.
Bobby Fulton recognized me from the first night at the barbecue, and I sat with him, Ronnie Garvin, Jimmy Garvin, and Stan Hansen. That might have been 3
You
years.
sat and
I
had
sat
breakfast with them?
the four of them at breakfast.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
Bobby Fulton invited me over.
Yeah. I think that was Gathering 3 because that was the
all
year
right,
Stan
it was-
Hansen was
yeah.
there. Yeah,
That was
my
the year
first year
Hansen
going.
was
Yeah,
there.
that was my first year
But-
going.
My first year, too.
Yeah.
I fed Stan Hansen a sandwich at our House of Hardcore 13. It was the Icons of Wrestling convention the first day, and I got him to sign a whole bunch of stuff and brought him down and fed him.
So you literally put it in his mouth for him?
No, I would have though.
Did he feed seductively?
I would have fed it to him if he really wanted me to. No, but honestly, I mean, he's one of the first guys that I loved. I mean, hated, I should say. I probably didn't like him when I was really little, but obviously he's Stan Hansen, man.
Well, they always say
Hilarious.
his punches,
Exactly.
his punches and stuff are the hardest because
Yeah, 'cause he-
literally without his glasses, he's blind.
Yep,
So
you can't see.
He really nails you.
Yeah. And his matches from Japan are unbelievable. I mean, his matches in the U.S. are good,
Yeah.
but you want to see him work, man, go over there. You want to see Hulk Hogan work?
Go to
Watch the Japan matches.
Yep.
Because I don't care what anybody says. Hulk Hogan can work. He really can. All right, So, no, real quick on this. Ranger Ross didn't do much for me, guys. I had a hard time.
picture taken with him.
I had a hard time finding him in the magazine. I think I got one picture in the magazine. I had to buy an 8x10. I'm just saying, he didn't do much for me. Glacier was very nice because he signed 2 magazines. He also was talking about, like, wow, this is a great magazine, da-da-da-da. So, but in the vendor room on Friday, they had Steve Kern, Stan Lane, Tom Pritchett, Brooklyn Brawler, Harvey Whippleman, One Man Gang, Sam Houston, Baby Doll, Samantha Starr, Andrew Anderson, Karen McDaniel, Barbara Goodish, Jimmy Valiant, Hernandez, Mike Jackson, Ernest Miller, George South, Lodi, Manny Fernandez, Dave Sullivan, Kevin's brother.
Dave wasn't there.
Dave
though.
didn't show up.
Oh, he wasn't there.
couldn't make
Okay.
it, no.
Well, he was not. He's really his brother. That's why I looked at
Yeah,
you guys. Boris Zukov and Demolition doing photos. If you want, guys, take the notebook so you can read the names yourself. You know what I mean?
No, I'm good.
Anybody you want to talk about?
Let me see. I mean, it was good seeing the one-man gang again because I have that piece. It's like 11 by 14 pictures of Sportatorium.
Yeah.
I got like 20 signatures on
Yeah.
it, so it was good having the one-man gang sign it. And I'm a little disappointed Chick Donovan didn't show up. 'cause
Yeah,
I was hoping that he'd sign it too.
Right.
But-
I had him in a magazine. I mean, like from the 60s. He was young. But you have.
That's all. The vendors room, I got to kind of spend more time in there because I don't really go in there a lot.
Right.
So I didn't really go in there this year to the vendors room.
Yeah.
So I'm guilty.
Okay.
Be honest about it instead of making up something about
Yeah.
it.
But you go to the Q&As.
Yeah, I go to the Q&As. I spend a lot of time in the photo op room.
Right.
Like last year, I lived in the photo op room.
Did you? Kind of like Dave the year
And
before,
and I
man.
hated that.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Because you just don't get out to see everything else if you're just
Right.
stuck in that photo op room.
Yeah.
So I got to make time next year to go in to the vendors room and go to table by table and kind of see what's going on.
Yeah. It's fun in there. It is fun in there. I end up buying a lot of magazines.
For me, Demolition was the big reason that weekend that I went in there because
Yeah.
I wanted that photo op with them.
Right.
But like Arthur, I spend a lot of time in the photo op room, so I don't get in the vendor room that as much as I'd like to, especially to see what they have for merchandise and so forth.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Sam Houston always has walking around with it, holding hands with his girlfriend. Did you guys notice that?
Yep.
I'm just
Like
wondering.
he's not hanging on. He's like afraid she's just going to run off.
That's what I'm getting at right there. Thanks for saying that, Damon.
Want to say to her,
I was beating around the bush.
Blink twice if you're here against your will.
Oh, Damon had a line of the weekend, and I am not going to repeat it, but he did. Oh, God, it was beautiful. All right.
There was a couple of them. Was it the Jules Strongbow one?
No, what? No.
We're not saying the Jules
Oh,
Strongbow
all
one.
right,
there
all right.
either.
No, this was a better one. Believe me.
We'll say it off the air.
But Saturday Super Ticket, Johnny Rods. Now, these guys weren't there. Jose Estrada and Jose Luis Rivera.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll be there next year.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I'd like to see them in there.
And then,
So my understanding is they were in the vendor room,
what?
if I'm my understanding right, but they never showed up for the pictures because High Spots had them leave before they came in to do the pictures. That was my.
Wow, that
No, they never
stinks.
showed up.
No?
I don't think so.
So I don't know who replaced them, but so we get Johnny Rods, Ken Patera,
Yeah.
Brutus Beefcake, and then Rockin' Robin, but with Jim Duggan and was a guy that was added.
And
Ken Resnick was added.
well,
to the
wasn't
Super-
IRS there with them?
Yes.
what
No,
they
you're
used?
right. Yeah, IRS took
Yeah.
over one. Yep, you're right.
I whispered to
Mike-
him, I cheated on my taxes. And then he just said to me back, so did I.
That's funny. Ken Patera was really cool, and I always thought he was grumpy because I seen a lot of shoot interviews with Ken, and he just always seemed kind of grumpy. But the last time I met
His
him,
Q&A was great.
oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But maybe he was there last year or the year before, was it? I know he was
Yeah,
there,
he was
but he
there.
was there.
He's been there
Couple
like
years ago.
3 or
Couple
4
years
times,
ago,
3 times.
and he was awesome. I was talking to him. He signed magazines. He was blown away by the magazines. Him and Baron von Raschke was there that year too. I was really psyched to meet guys like that. How about you, Arthur?
IRS. I think
IRS?
It was, yeah, he signed the turnbuckle thing. He wrote pay up on the turnbuckle thing.
That's good.
He wrote IRS and then he wrote pay up.
I love that.
How about you? Anything?
I mean, that was pretty much the ones I remember. Was, Demolition. One guest that was really cool that I believe was there that day. He was with Ruby Ringside was Chaz Taylor. Really nice guy.
Yeah, he seemed like a good guy. Yeah, for sure. All right, listen, guys. We have to bring up Brutus Beefcake.
Nice.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
Super happy to be there.
Yep.
Honestly, I mean, wicked nice to everybody.
Yeah.
And and he was very appreciative of being in the banquet, the Legends banquet, when
Yeah.
he got to speak. You could tell he legitimately was talking from his heart. You know what I mean? And Hulk had just passed.
Right.
Yeah.
And he really, I was happy about his speech. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he sounded good and happy and content. You're not happy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In a sad situation for him. His best friend
He hit it perfect, like his speech.
Yeah, I agree. I think he did too. All right, so in the vendor room, they had Tatsumi Fujinami, One Man Gang, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Brooklyn Brawler, Harvey Whippleman, Manny Fernandez, George South, Lodi, Sam Houston, Samantha Starr, Kerry Morton, Mr. Hughes, Savannah Evans, Ella Envy, Brock Anderson, C.W. Anderson, Jimmy Boogie Woogie Valiant, Karen McDaniel, Barbara Goodish, Andrew Anderson, Mike Jackson, Ernest Miller, and the Nightmare Danny Davis, which I was really excited to go over and meet.
I mean, Ella Envy, she was in the hallway and she grabbed me, and I wound up feeling bad and buying a photo op with her. And of course, for me, I'm always glad to see Kerry Morton.
Yeah. I remember the wrestling matches. I was just yelling things like, I could see that at home. But, that's just, anything you guys want to add from the vendors room? Tatsumi, Hacksaw, you already talked about One Man Gang, but like anybody? Mr. Hughes. Anybody?
Not really off the top of my head.
Okay.
Well, I think next year I do got to spend more time at like Barbara Goodish's table because she has a lot of like Bruiser Brody DVDs and stuff.
And she's sweet and really nice to talk to. Another people that are there that are wicked happy to be there and to meet everyone.
So I did buy his book off her.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a great book. I already read it.
I still haven't read it. I keep meaning to.
Dude, that book's really good. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I got to spend more time in the vendors room.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. No, I hear you for sure.
What I have to, I think, is cut out some of the photo ops so I can have time in that vendors room. Like that's again, like
No, I hear you.
With the photo ops, I wish there was a way to try to schedule stuff differently. Make the photo ops, later in the afternoon or something when other stuff. I don't know how you can do it logistically. It's probably impossible.
I think this was the first year that Scott Teal Promotions or whatever wasn't there. Scott does a lot of videos, like DVDs and books. He writes a lot of wrestling books, with the wrestling
I didn't see a lot
stars.
of books by even Ken Patera's book. I didn't see him with his book at all.
Yeah, no, I didn't see him with a book. No.
Yeah.
No, Steve Kern had his. That was.
Yeah, I bought that. Yeah,
Skinner.
I pre-ordered that. I had to sign it.
Yeah, I had a picture with him a couple of years ago. Pro picture with Steve
Yeah,
Kern.
I did a pic with the Fabulous Ones.
Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah. And they had their bow tie. Huh? They were looking real manly.
The only complaint I had with that is I did the pictures with them, but I also did the picture with the Heavenly Bodies, and unfortunately, Stan Lane was dressed in the Fabulous One's outfit for that picture. 'Cause it was at the same
really?
time. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you got double the
It looked
picture.
a little, yeah. Out of place.
That's awesome. And you had to pay pro picture price?
Oh yeah, I had already done it. But
I'm
that's
just
all right.
joking. Should have got a free one. No, I'm just kidding. Anybody? From the vendors room? No? You already brought up somebody, but anybody
Well,
else?
I did the rare, I guess a rare photo op with the cage with Magnum TA and Tully.
Nice.
Was it Magnum? Yeah, Magnum.
Yeah,
Tully,
because
that one,
Magnum had an issue
Yeah.
Yeah,
where they had to stop doing the
Because it wasn't.
photos because he wasn't doing
filming.
it.
yeah, he was having.
They had to give him a sandwich and
Yeah, he was having
something
some
to
low blood.
drink.
He was having low blood sugar. Or
Oh,
something.
man.
They were at
That
one point going to
stinks.
stop doing the cage photos because he couldn't do them. But
Yeah. That's a shame.
So let me ask
I hope he's
you guys,
better.
And even you too, with the cage. Like I thought the photo should have been behind the cage. They did it in front of the cage.
Yeah. It would have been good when
yeah.
it made it look like we're in the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the
No,
way the
you're
cage
right.
was set up as a zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't.
You're right, though. That
That
would
was
be
the only
much
way they could
better.
really
I
do
thought
it,
it should have been like
Yeah.
that,
To
and
keep
you
it
inside
safe.
of it, so you have the cage
Right.
on both sides of you and the back of you. Not
if-
the way they had it set up as a zigzag thing.
If they
Right.
only did it like one way, some idiot would have pushed on or pulled out and would have fallen.
Right.
Somebody would have got
Right.
hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I'm sure
doubt.
that was probably part of the.
Yeah, I'm sure
Oh, of course, of course. Yeah, I agree. All right, anybody else there for me? That One Man Gang was really cool to me. Like,
Yeah.
he really was. He was so big, and I know he was seen bigger on TV because he probably was.
He was taller
You know?
then than he is now.
Yeah. Oh,
He was more hunched over.
right. But super guy too.
real nice
And
guy.
he went through some hard times. His house, he lost his. Was that New Orleans? I think it was. And one of the big, like, I don't know if it was Hurricane Katrina or something.
Oh, really? Oh, I
But
didn't
yeah,
know
he
that.
lost the house, man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lost
I know
everything.
He was a prison guard, right?
Oh, I don't know. Was he?
Well,
Maybe.
I think that, no, he was a prison guy. I think that was his job.
cool.
I don't know if he still does or he's retired.
Right.
But,
He's big enough to be a prison guy, that's for sure. I mean, you'd have
Yeah,
to
I
be
wouldn't
pretty.
mess with him.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be a model citizen around him,
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, my kid, I'd be a model citizen anyways, man. I would be too scared to be in prison. You kidding me? All right, 17 and a half minutes left, and we still got a lot to talk about. Sunday Super Ticket lineup. Mr. Olympia, David Sammartino, who didn't show up. Big jerk. Father James Mitchell, Tiger Conway Jr., John Nord, and Chief Jules Strongbow. I was excited to meet every single one of them.
Me too.
Even like Mr. Olympia,
is funny. He's nice.
a guy that I didn't like see wrestle that much.
Yeah.
But I'm a magazine kid, so I knew all about him. You know, Tiger Conway Jr. too.
yeah.
You know, anybody, Dave?
I mean, I was excited to meet Jules.
Yeah.
You know, definitely
Right.
that was him. I
He's
think,
pretty animated and funny. He's very talkative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool, good guy. You know.
Yeah, he was very cool. Father James Mitchell is a strange dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for real. That's all. I mean, he's just strange. Okay. Tiger Conway Jr. was very nice though too. You know, and again, I get the magazine, so like usually, you know, they look at that like, oh wow, and you know what I mean? They'll look through the whole, like the little article, then they keep going sometimes, and I feel like, you know, say, hey bud, sign the thing so you can keep the line going. But it's pretty cool when they do that. You get an extra couple
Yeah.
of minutes with them, you
The
know.
worst ever with that was Tony Atlas.
Oh god.
So, he held up the line. Love Tony Atlas, but he's got to have his own table where he can hold court
Right.
all day and,
Hey.
and like out in the vendor room. Him, Terry Reynolds,
I was gonna say worse than Terry.
John Nord.
Terry
All four
was.
of them.
Terry Reynolds.
Yeah.
Just want to tell me her life story.
Yeah. So, but she was great. She'd talk to you for a
Awesome.
second, right?
Yeah.
Talking to you,
She'll
right?
talk
And
to you
then
all day.
she'll think of something and run all the way across the room and
Yep.
stand over there and talk for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they got to bring her back.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, she's my favorite guest because I had her hanging on me, man, and that was my favorite.
You just give her a
when she
table,
was
let her talk.
when she was on TV, man, she was it for me. I loved her, you know. So, all right, so nobody else anybody else want to bring up John Nord? Any funny stories you have with Nord? Because like I said, with me, I got off the
his
elevator
Q&A
and
was
he
funny.
like hugged me, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
My only disappointment was I didn't do the John Nord photo op because if I had known that he was going to be in full berserker outfit, I would
Right.
have done
God,
it
and then he brought
because
an extra berserker
Yeah.
on for everyone.
Yeah.
if I had known that, I would have done it. But I was like, oh, I already got John Nord twice, so I was like, I don't need to do another one with him. And,
Because the first year I got him, he was just going like
Yeah.
this in regular clothes.
Right.
yep.
This time he was like decked out in the
Yeah.
berserker, yeah. And he brought an extra helmet. It's like Beefcake. Beefcake brought extra scissors.
Yeah, that was really cool. And I asked Beefcake if one of those scissors he used on TV, and he said, yeah, the one that was all red, not the, I thought it was the barbershop ones. That's what I would have figured it would have been. But
Yeah.
they're all red ones.
Yeah.
So, and he kept them in good condition, that's for sure.
I did the John Nord photo op a couple years ago
Yeah.
with Scott Norton, the Yukon Lumberjacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did it with them two together.
That's pretty
was
awesome,
good.
man. Very
about it.
underrated tag team.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they were hard to beat. They're big dudes.
Yeah, how do you beat them?
Yeah. I like them more than the Yukon Lumberjacks from back in WWE in the late 70s. You know, one of them was Wild Bill Irwin. And then some other guy was like a Canadian wrestler. I'd never even heard of him before or after he played that gimmick. I swear to God. But Irvin, everybody knows, and is a
Yeah,
legend,
love
man.
Wild Bill.
You know? With brother Scott.
Scott
who's
Irwin.
who's
Yeah.
really good. He passed away early in life. unfortunately.
In the 80s, he passed
Yeah,
away.
yeah. He was good. Another underrated guy.
Great tag team. Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
All right.
Longhorns.
In the vendor room, we already did that. Okay, so no, this one. In the vendor room on Sunday, George South, Mike Jackson, Leva Bates, Allison Danger. Allison was there, right? But was Leva Bates there?
She went, I think Rachel Ellering was there.
Rachel Ellering was there, yep. And Ted Arcidi,
Yeah. Tennessee.
Lars Anderson,
Yeah.
Chaz Taylor,
Yep.
and Perry James. I don't know if you guys know Perry James.
I don't.
I don't either.
I know
but,
Ted Arcidi was.
but Perry James was there, I
Ted
guess.
Arcidi was with Premier Signatures. I think he was actually Saturday, Ted Arcidi, with Premier Signatures.
Oh, okay.
But a New England guy, he still lives in New Hampshire now.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was from Manchester.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now he's from Bedford or something like that.
I love when Ted Arcidi, even back in the day, when he'd pose with his arms and be like, "These are my 25-inch arms." You know,
Yeah.
little shot at Hogan.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
kinda
and I'm
cool.
sure they were too,
Yeah.
because he was huge, man. And he remember him in world class?
Yeah.
He got a good
That's what
little
he was
push
saying.
there.
Yeah. And then he went to WWF. And then,
Yep.
Then he might have gone back to world class after.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was with Percy Pringle, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. I got to go back to George South. Because every time I've had an interaction with him, he makes you want to hang it. Like, stay there. And, like, you don't feel like you're bothering him. Like,
No.
you know, if you go to a table and
No.
you hang around long enough, the vendors usually, they start looking around. You know what I mean? But not George.
No. And he'll talk Dallas Cowboys all day.
yeah, he
with
will.
him.
Yeah.
So, like a huge
Yeah.
Cowboys fan. Which I was a big fan of Cowboys back in the 90s.
Right.
You know, like the Aikman, Irvin,
Yep.
and Emmett Smith era.
Right. Why don't we talk about the wrestling show that they put on Saturday night?
Yeah, very good show.
Oh, that was a comedy show.
The women's match was phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was four-way, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that was Samantha Starr, Ella Envy, Savannah Evans,
And Rachel Ellering.
and Rachel Ellering. Yeah, thank you, man. We got them. We got all
Yeah,
four.
Dennis McCallum was the best job in the world. He's got to ref that.
Dude, that was a great match, though. Really was. Samantha Starr went over? I mean, who?
Yeah, she ended up winning it.
Right, that's what I thought. Okay. Now, my favorite match turned out to, the Bundy match, the first match that Bundy had. Now, what is he, Big Daddy Bundy? No, is that his
Bam
name?
Bam Bundy.
Oh, is it Bam Bam Bundy? I'm
know,
serious.
one of
I'm
those
not
names.
being
No,
funny because I thought he was awesome.
I know he
thought
went by Bam
is-
Bam Bundy in the
is
past.
good. Okay.
I can't speak for that night because unfortunately I missed
Oh,
the
yeah,
wrestling
yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah.
Because I said, I'm going to my room to take a quick little nap, and I woke up at 8 hours
Next
later at
morning.
4 in the morning
Yeah.
Oh,
with all these texts. Where are you?
Yep. Well, that's what I was texting you. Where the hell are you? But yeah, but the George South match and Mike Jackson, they must have told him, do 15 minutes. And George said, all right, Mike, we'll do 4.
Yep.
And George took
11
the
minutes on the mic,
microphone and
yep.
did 11 minutes, 10 minutes on the mic.
he
And
was
then
awesome.
a quick, short match.
That
Beautiful.
that was hilarious.
And again, he does it every time. He comes down, looking at everybody.
he
Then
turns.
gets in the ring and he turns. The minute he gets that microphone, he just starts looking at everybody, man. He's the best, and he does it clean. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to
Right,
no
right.
swearing.
You're
He said to Damon, "What did you have to buy? 2
yeah.
chairs?"
You had to buy 2 chairs, you
Yeah.
fat pig.
Yeah.
'Cause
He called me
I
stupid.
looked at him and I go, fly, Eagles, fly. Because he hates Eagles.
Yeah.
You know.
He yelled at Damon, then called me stupid. You're stupid. What did I do?
awesome.
I didn't even say anything, and
He
he called
zoned
me
in on the
stupid.
guy in the second row.
He's smart.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
The
He
guy
zoned in on that guy in the
Oh,
second row.
yeah, that was good, though.
He
Again,
had to have rehearsed it with
Oh,
them
yeah, of course.
before,
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Yeah.
But he is the best, though, at that. Every year he does this.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite part of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
me
is
too.
funny.
You
It's
know?
so fun.
And the kid that won the tournament,
Oh,
pretty good.
I don't remember his name. but
Me either.
Damn.
I know it. I wish I would have remembered it
I
right
was hanging
now.
out with him over the weekend too, and I can't remember
But
his
what?
wrestling name.
You don't know his name? You hung out with him? What's
I've seen he's
what's
been-
your
Wow.
he's been
excuse,
there for-
dude? I'm
He'll
just-
be there
He's
next
been there
year.
for the
I
last
know.
few years.
I'm
and
just teasing
for the
you.
life of me, I can't remember
Yeah, he'll
his
be
name.
there next year.
But he did a good job, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised that he wasn't. Not that he
Me
didn't
too.
have the talent. Believe me, I was surprised that
was him.
you know. So it's always great to go to a wrestling show though and be like, wow, I didn't
Yeah.
expect that. You know, and it was a good show.
And I got a little story off air about that Saturday night tournament.
Okay.
Nice.
What?
I don't want to get in trouble saying anything on air about it.
Oh, man, you're killing me. No, I'm just teasing you.
Leo, you need to get a Patreon for these off-air stories.
Yeah, that would be.
Make people pay for it.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Guys, can I tell you something seriously that's really amazing about this show? Last week I had 566 subscribers. One day it jumped to 588. Then from there it jumped to 629.
Nice.
I had a video that had 91 views. In a span of 2 days, it did 2,000 views.
Wow.
And I didn't even share it. How
They
the
must have
heck
known
does
we were
that
coming
happen?
on.
Somebody-
They knew
yeah.
we were coming on, so they jumped and subscribed.
Yeah, well, but I mean, how did that episode get 2,000 views, man? Seriously.
Yeah, somebody shared it somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
people-
cool, though.
Yeah.
Seriously, my numbers are up pretty big because of that. And it's the most viewed with 2,400. The second one is Chase Del Monte versus Brian Privatera.
Oh.
That's number 2 with 2,200 and something. So, but all right, guys,
We're
what?
talking the Gathering, Leo.
Yeah.
I was just going to bring up Gathering 7 next year.
Oh, yes.
And what's amazing is it's only a couple months after the event ended, and they've already pretty much the Ultimate VIP. He has, as of this morning's post, he has 2 Ultimate VIPs left.
Wow.
He's only going to sell 110. He sold 108.
Yeah, because he said after he sells the other 2, he's going to decide whether or not he's going to cut down the VIPs
Yeah.
and make more ultimates.
Right.
Well, he should
Well,
do
I'm
that.
lucky. He told me that I could take my time. Not, obviously not too much time, but he said he's got to hold one for me. So
Yeah, I already
was
paid
like,
mine.
Yeah,
I
that's
I
good.
already secured my 2.
Awesome. You?
Oh, yeah. I'm
You
gonna-
did
I'm
it?
gonna-
No, Johnny,
I'm working
did
out
it?
with- No, I'm
Yeah,
working out
yeah,
with-
me and you. Yeah, well, you're the one that hooked it up for both of us.
Exactly.
He should probably
And it's because he knows what people
just
are
give
doing.
us
cut down
something.
the
No, I'm just
VIPs
kidding.
and go with
Yeah.
the more ultimates.
Right.
Add 30 ultimates and cut down.
I always tell people when they just buy the VIP, I don't know why
Yeah.
they don't
It's like,
spend
don't
a little bit
bother
extra.
coming.
Right.
You know what the funny
it's so
thing
much better
about
than the ultimate.
the funny thing about
Oh,
the
no
gathering
doubt.
was when they were doing the sweepstakes for next year for the free tickets,
Yeah.
like the candy bar thing.
John won.
Big John.
Yeah, I know. And I texted Marty like maybe 20 minutes before then, so I'm coming down to get 3 tickets.
Yep.
And he said, okay, I'll see you when you get down here. So when I got down there, I bought the 3 tickets. The number he called out was 2 tickets before mine.
Wow.
Yeah, John
Yeah.
had just bought his that day.
Yeah. John's
But he
a
had
good
recently
dude,
got it
man.
right before me.
Yeah.
Because then I bought 3 tickets and ended up looking back when he called out the number and said, that was 2 numbers behind me. If I was only like 10 minutes quicker getting down there,
Yeah.
I would have had it.
Yeah. That sucks. Hey, when you're that close.
Next time, if you offer out, I'll wait till the day of and buy it.
Yeah.
Rather than order online.
Right. No, that's pretty cool. But the barbecue was always great.
Yeah.
You know, you get your hot dogs, hamburgers,
What about the welcome back party?
the welcome back party with karaoke.
I had a question about the welcome back party because they called it a welcome back party.
Yeah.
It should be for prior people who went the year before.
Right.
But there was new people there.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
if
like-
they paid for super ultimate
Yeah.
tickets,
But
then they
they're not
deserve to be
welcoming
there.
back.
No,
I
that's
know, it's not welcome
that's
back.
true.
I was making a joke
No,
with one of the
that's
guys
true.
from Australia about that.
They should have a sign said, I'm
Wasn't it
new.
from New Zealand?
Right?
Yeah.
They
New
should have
Zealand.
new. So we know they've never been there before. We can treat them bad. No, I'm just kidding.
The only thing I know, Marty's working on with the hotel on it because that getting the hot dog and the chicken
Yeah,
fingers
it took
people
way
like
too
the
long.
line was really backed up
Yeah.
and wasn't.
They had
I
one
felt
poor
bad for
guy
that
doing
one
it.
guy.
Yeah,
And they didn't have
that's...
5 people hiding.
And they should have had those hot dogs all prepared, and they didn't. and
That
was-
one
he
poor
had to
guy
wait
was
for him
giving
to
out
bring
all
more.
that food, doing all
Yeah,
that food.
no, that was ridiculous. And he wasn't very fast. That's no offense, you
No,
know what I mean?
right,
But
right.
he
He
shouldn't
should
have
have
been
more
alone.
help.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he should've been alone.
absolutely. And I mean, I've worked in the food business and done lots of
at
things,
least
you know.
two.
So you got to be. And when you're doing that by yourself, you really need someone quick. Yeah, you really do.
Well, the
you know?
holdup was like I said, he ran out of heat, and he had to wait for them to bring him
Right,
more food, and they knew how
right.
many people were going to be there, so I
Yeah.
just couldn't understand why they didn't.
Right. No, that's true because they obviously have the number of the people.
Oh, there
was
plenty of
fun.
people bringing out sauces and more French fries, but like no one helping the poor guy.
Right.
I was like,
Right.
why don't one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd have
You
2
know.
people come out with fries.
Yeah.
To bring them out.
Yeah,
Right.
there should have been 2 people at least doing that. Probably 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably 3.
And Stargate was fun to watch. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I thought the first match was incredible, man. It went to a 20-minute draw. It was awesome, man. Buddy Landell is one of the most underrated
One of my favorites.
superstars of all time, man.
Corkscrew elbow. I always loved that move.
Incredible.
Yeah,
And he got to call himself the Nature Boy. Yeah. Listen, if you can't back it up in the ring, there's no way Ric Flair would have been cool with him calling himself Nature Boy. But Buddy could back that up.
Yep.
But I think that's what hurt Buddy getting as much recognition because people were like, oh, he's an imitator. Like,
nope. You know what hurt Buddy the most? Party.
that too.
That's what killed. No, I don't think it killed him. Seriously, I don't mean to be like disrespectful or anything like that. But Buddy was an incredible worker.
Oh, no doubt.
You know, one of the most underrated, and I do believe that Ric Flair would have never gave that okay. Right. You know, and his career got derailed by himself, just with substance abuse problems. You know. So, all right, let's bring it back up here. The banquet. I sat with Hollywood Jeannie Basson. Basson. Hollywood. Yeah. She's beautiful. I talked with her all night. She talked to everybody, man. She was, as usual, she was phenomenal, like all the guests are. Who'd you sat with you?
Bruce the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah. And he didn't have his wife.
No.
You're lucky.
That was
He was great to talk to.
Yeah.
good guy. That's where I also sat. So.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys were beefcakeites.
Yes.
So that's cool. I don't know who you sit with.
I had the
You and
Berserker,
Michelle.
John.
Yeah. Nice.
Some of the stories that he tells at the table.
Oh, he's so funny, man.
Yeah.
He really is. I don't know if you guys ever seen that interview he did with James, the guy from like England that does the wrestling
the guy that does all the
interviews.
podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Dude, he did a great one with John Norton. It's incredible.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, because his shows are pretty good. I used to rag on him a little bit because of his history. No, but he's gotten a lot better, you know. But you want to mention anything about Chaotic Wrestling just coming up at 25 years?
Yeah, they had doubleheader, back-to-back shows over the weekend.
Yeah.
Friday night. I was at the Friday night Chaotic show.
I was at Saturday.
I went to Lucky Pro Wrestling Saturday night.
Right, that's what I figured because you were. I looked for you.
And that was tough because there was 3 great shows around that night.
Yeah.
Atlantic Pro Wrestling, Lucky
Yep.
Pro Wrestling, Chaotic.
Yep.
All same night.
And Jay said at the beginning, though, that he thanks all his fans. He called out certain fans. Obviously, called out Squeaks.
Yeah, of course.
Who's missed only 4 shows and over a decade ago on a Chaotic Wrestling show.
Yeah.
And they did an amazing thing for him and his
Great to
family.
have, Todd there, Todd Hansen as Ivar.
Ivar was there,
and
yep.
some of the old names showing up, including
Yep.
Brian Fury, which was kind of a shock to a lot
Brian
of people.
Fury, Brian Malonis.
Brian Malonis.
And
as well.
Brian Logan came out too.
Yeah.
All at the end.
25 years.
Yep. What about you? Any chaotic memories? Chaotic wrestling memories?
I went to the previous one that was in Lowell.
Yeah.
Saw Jerry Lane there, obviously.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I love Jerry. We all love Jerry.
That was the countdown, I think it was.
Okay, the chaotic countdown. Nice.
Where Mortar ran the
Yep.
gauntlet.
Yeah. Mortar's a hell of a talent, man. He was on this show like 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So, but guys, listen, man, thank you for
you
coming
for having us,
on.
Leo.
The gathering starts earlier this
Yeah,
year, in
absolutely.
the last week of July.
Yep. Won't conflict with SummerSlam this time.
Nice. Guys, thank you. Peace. Hi, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. Listen, I could use a little help to grow my YouTube channel. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe, that's most importantly, subscribe. Send me a direct message, and I'll give you a shout out here on the show. My YouTube channel is real simple. It's just my name, Leo Connors. Thanks in advance. Peace.